We've been homeschooling from the very beginning. Our oldest just graduated high school, and we will continue on homeschooling our two other boys this coming homeschool year. I will have a 10th grader and also a 7th grader, both boys, and we will continue on homeschooling them just like we did with our oldest. Today's video, I'm just sharing with you our simple homeschool schedule, what I kind of anticipate things to look like for the upcoming homeschool year. A whole lot has changed in our life, in our family, the dynamics of our homeschool. I'm going to continue on doing what I've always done in our homeschool. I know there are quite a few of you who are new to Simply Living It here on YouTube. I do want to share that we are also over on Instagram as well. I'll leave a link in the description box down below in case you want to give us a follow over there as well. Let's talk about our homeschool schedule, what it's going to look like as a homeschool mom of two, one high schooler, one middle schooler. This will be our 14th year as a homeschool family. Our schedule has changed and shifted. Curriculum has changed and shifted. Everything has looked different all throughout the course of our homeschool journey. There's things that are always shifting, things that are always changing. In the beginning of our homeschool journey, I was very, very tight-fisted and reluctant to allow any change, any mobility or flow. I think it's so important to know that you can have the best laid plans set before you. It's gonna change. My 10th grader has a job. We make room in our homeschool schedule and lifestyle to allow a work schedule. My middle child has also been blessed with an incredible opportunity with his job where he can do homeschooling in the morning and go to work in the afternoons. And it is a Monday through Thursday job, so we still get Fridays, we get our weekends together. It's a huge blessing to our family and also a huge blessing to my son. And so homeschooling around that is really quite simple. We homeschool Monday through Thursday from 8 to noon. He goes to work at 1. And so it just works. It just fits for our schedule to have our homeschool day begin around 8 o'clock and we end around noon. This has not always been the case in our homeschool. When my kids were younger, we did not have early homeschool start days. We didn't. That didn't work well for our family. Now, because he wants a job and he enjoys it and he loves it and he's thriving there, we will continue to allow his lifestyle, our homeschool lifestyle, to make room for that job because he is learning so many incredible skills that he would not be learning here at home. It's been a huge blessing for him, for our family. My oldest had the same opportunities and was actually able to graduate a year early and was actually able to start his apprenticeship course when he was doing high school stuff as well. So it's really incredible when we can kind of like lean into that and allow room and flexibility because they're not only getting their studies done at home that they need to be doing at home, but they're able to go out into this world and learn different skills that they wouldn't be learning in our home. I cannot teach my oldest how to do the electrical stuff that he's doing. I'm not capable of that. I'm also not capable of teaching my middle son how to weld and how to build certain things and fix tractors, and that is not in my capacity to do that. And so this is just where it's really a huge blessing and a freedom that we have as homeschool families to allow our children some time at home to study, to do the essentials, to do the necessities that they need to do, but then also give them that time to go out and to flourish, to get out and go experience and explore life and explore different opportunities and see what maybe you might want to do later in life. And regardless, all of these are skills that my boys can take into any trade, into any job, into any profession that they're going to continue out through the rest of their lives. Like, these are important, valuable things, just like what we're doing at home, the basics, teaching them the things they need to know. That is important as well. So our homeschool window is from 8 to noon, like I mentioned, 8 o'clock to noon. That is what we do. That includes independent subjects, that includes family time. That usually includes us all meeting in the living room. It's gonna look so different because it's just myself and two of my children. And I can't dwell on it for too long because then I get emotional. It's going to be very different this year, but it's going to be awesome and wonderful and beautiful. And then when my middle child goes off to work, it's my youngest and I. And it's kind of been that way all summer because my boys have had full-time schedules throughout the summer, which has been awesome and a huge blessing to them. And they are so grateful for the opportunities, as am I. But I'm also looking forward to settling in with our homeschool year because that means that I get my middle child here a little bit more, and he gets to be with his brother. His little brother gets to spend time with him, and we kind of get some of that connection time back, because summer doesn't always allow for that. So falling into our homeschool routine and finding that flow that works for us, that rhythm that works for us, is wonderful. And when it comes to our homeschool schedule, when it comes to planning out our homeschool year, I will have more videos on that in the coming weeks. But I am a reverse record keeper. I don't wake up to a huge list of things that I need to do. My boys know their independent subjects that they need to do. They also know that we're going to have some stuff that we're going to do that's going to be together, family style. That's how our day kind of flows. It'll start at 8 o'clock. Independent subjects, they're usually sitting down at the table at the island now, hopefully a table soon. We're almost done with that back portion of the house that we're fixing up. And so hopefully we'll have a dinner table again soon. But for now, they usually meet at the island, at the kitchen island. I'm usually cooking breakfast or doing something while they are doing independent studies. They know that they need to get started, and they start on their subjects. It's not always easy. It's not always, they're not happy and just like excited to do it. We're past that stage. We're not the super fun coloring, let's learn, ABCs, all the fun things when they were little. Now they're older. It can still be fun. We can still get excited about learning, but most of the time they just do what they know they have to do because they have to do it, or they lose privileges. And one of those privileges now is the privilege to drive. That's one that is a privilege. Yes, you have your driver's license. Yes, you're able to go and come and do, and you have a vehicle that you paid for. Yes. But if you also don't hold up to the things that you have to do in our home, then you lose that privilege. So that's just kind of a factor in all of it, right? And attitudes about school and doing school and getting done your responsibilities and your chores around the house and upholding what you need to do. It all plays a part. But that window of 8 to noon for our homeschool day, that's typically a Monday through Thursday schedule. Tuesdays we have co-op, and so that's something that in different seasons of life we allow in. In other seasons we've said no, we've said goodbye for time temporarily. We're in a season of, it's a yes season for co-op, and it has been for a couple years. It's been wonderful, the classes that my kids have been able to take, one of which was a CAD class, a computer aided design class, and we used the program, my boys used the program Onshape to actually create some 3D images and 3D models. The crazy, amazing thing about this, the job that my middle child just started with in January, they were using this exact same program, Onshape, for some of the things and the components that they were building. And my son is like, oh, I kind of know how to use that. I've got experience with that program. If we were not in co-op, he would have missed out on that opportunity. But to me, it's one of those God winks where he's like, hey, I'm in it. I go before you. I am in all things. I'm in all of it. I'm in every single aspect of your home, your homeschool, your lives, your children's lives, their futures. Like, I have a plan for them. And it's so, I'm going to get emotional, but it's so encouraging to me, because as a homeschool mom, I need those encouragement. I need that encouragement too. But I can see him weaving it all together. And so that was a little thing in maybe some people's eyes, but to me, it was like, thank you, Jesus. Again, I give it to you. I trust you with all of it, with our homeschool schedule, with turning them loose and opening our hands to go out and work and find jobs that they love and that they're interested in. And it's just really a beautiful thing when we lay it at his feet and trust him and let him maneuver through and move through all of it like he will anyway. Like, he is God. He created our children. He created us. He knows his plans for them just like he does for us. And he has plans for your homeschool, and it's going to be beautiful. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be really stinking hard, and probably one of the hardest things you've ever done, because I can say that myself. It's going to be so rewarding and so wonderful, and it's worth it. So that is what our schedule looks like. It's very 8 to noon. Monday through Thursday. There are some things I'll be changing this coming year, which I'll share in a future video also. So make sure you click the subscribe button and stay around. I've got a whole list in my journal of videos that I will be sharing with you that go more in depth on some of these things. But our schedule, as you see it, 8 to noon, Monday through Thursday, that is a time block schedule where that's homeschool stuff. Yes, life happens and things come in. That's just normal. But I try so hard to keep that 8 to noon time frame strictly homeschooling. No work, no distractions, no company, no dentist appointments, no errands. I try to keep that time so special for our homeschool stuff because that's the time that we get. If there's co-op homework or different things like that, sometimes that will happen in the evening because I don't want to eat up our family time that we have to do the things that we want to do with co-op homework. So that's more of an independent self-accountability thing where he needs to know what he has to do. Both of my boys, they need to do their homework, but it's not going to eat up our family time in our homeschool. So that's kind of what things look like. I hope that that's helpful for you. I do not feel, think, or believe that you need to be doing homeschooling for 8 hours a day every single day to educate your children well or to even give them a good solid education. Like, I do not believe that. We have never done that. We did in kindergarten, and it was the worst homeschooling year we had ever had, kindergarten and first grade, because I thought that I had to do it for 8 hours every day. I thought I had to model that public school education mindset at home, and it was the worst homeschooling years we've had. And I was not sharing on YouTube at that point in time, but there were so many tears that we had in our home, in our homeschool during that time, because I thought that's what we had to do at home. So I've got a ton of videos here, 6.5 years of encouragement, sharing our plans, our schedules, our routines, what works for us, what doesn't work for us, curriculum I loved, and then to come back and say, nope, we're not using it anymore. Like, that's a natural part of homeschooling. So when you're planning out your homeschooling year up and coming, when you're planning out your routine and you're purchasing curriculum and you're doing all the things, just remember that life happens. Things will come and go, things will shift. We need to be able to adapt and flow with all of that. But ultimately, when you bring it at the feet of Jesus and you say, okay, this is our homeschool journey. This is what we're doing. Lord, help me. I give it to you. Show me what you have for us. Be in it, please. He really will. He really listens, and he will. He will take it, and he will show you incredible things. So thank you for being here for today's video. I will see you in another one very soon. If you have questions for me, leave them in the box down below in the comment section. I would be happy to make a video where I just answer a bunch of questions for you guys. It's been a long time since I've done that, but I would be so happy to do that for you. And I thank you all for being here, and we will see you again very soon. Bye.